harness racing was an Olympic sport, should the country be represented by the driver, the trainer, or the horse, or a combination of those options?
Well, it's obviously a combination. I think the drivers maybe get a little too much credit when the horse shows up and they show up, or vice versa. It's just a really NASCAR, no car, no driver sort of thing. But the horse is really, really the big player in that situation.
I think it should be represented by the horse, because that's what it's all about in the end. A good horse makes a good driver and a good trainer.
I would say the horse. I think there's been races in years past, the Roosevelt International and the Elite Lop. They've tried to make it a country for the horses to race in, and it's always a great event and a great theme. So I think if they get the best horse in each category from each country, it would be great to see.
I think you'd end up having to be a combination, but definitely drivers. Be nice if you could get evenly matched horses from different countries. That would be tough. Probably end up with drivers.
I think it would be hard for countries to send a horse, because the different levels that some countries compete at. The driver always seems it's probably unfair that it works out that they have a world championship of drivers, and they always seem to get the headlines. The trainers don't get a lot of it, but it just makes more sense to do it that way. So it'd be nice if you could see all three. A Canadian horse driven by a Canadian, trained by a Canadian, or whatever. But it would be hard to work like that. So I suppose the driver.
Well, I know they have the horses in the equestrian, but the riders and stuff have to qualify. And the last time I checked, horses can't talk and promote the sport. And so I think drivers and trainers for sure.
I'd say a combination. Well, trainers nowadays, they don't get recognized as much as the drivers, and they do all the work, and the drivers jump on and get recognized more than the trainer.
I think it should be a combination of the driver and trainer, because the horse is very well prepared by the trainers, and the drivers do a good job of doing what they do best. So I think that both of them should get very good credit of what they do.
I'd like to see all three. It would be nice. It would be good for trainers, drivers, especially horses too. And I think they should add the owners too.
I would say a combination of all. They're all athletes, and I would go with all three.
I would think that it probably should be represented by the horse, because that's the one that's performing.
Probably a combination of the three, but I would lean more towards the horse. I mean, that's the main part of a race is the horse, and the speeds they go and the way they drive now. I think the best horse wins, and I don't think a driver makes a huge difference as much as it did. They're just such a big thing on the horse now. They're the best part of the three.
The horse, for sure.
Well, horse. It's got to be the horse.
I think you'd have to go with a combination. There are superb horses, but without superb trainers and top quality drivers, none of them would be known.
I think it should be a collaboration. The horse, horses are very finicky anyway. They get sick, they get hurt very easily. To truck them all around for one sporting event might be a little difficult. I would say I would like to see, it'd be neat to see a driver and a trainer collaborate on something like that. That'd be neat, yeah.
I'd have to say the driver, because they're the symbolic figures of our sport right now, and I think we need to promote them, and just for the public to see them.
Probably a driver. Again, look, a lot of the drivers' challenges they have, it's just drivers from different countries, so I'd say a driver.
My guess, I would say that it would have to be everything. I would say that it would have to be trained, it would have to be driven, and the horse had to come from Canada, because I think that would be the most fairest way to do it all.
I think a combination, I think it should be everybody.
A combination of all three, for sure.
I think a combination of those options would be the best. It's hard to separate a horse and trainer, though. The horse, whatever horse you were taking, you'd kind of have to take that trainer, unless you went by, trainer got to take his best horse or something. It would always kind of be a conflict that way. But probably a combination of all three.
I would say combination, but really, I would say the horse. It should be where the horse is from,
probably mix with the ownership of the horse and go that way.
I'd say a combination of all of them.
Combination, I would think.
I think a combination, really. We have great drivers and trainers and great horses, so I don't know if you'd want to pinpoint one. I think kind of mix it up a little bit. Be good.
I think a combination of everything.
I'd say a combination. Try to get Ontario-based trainer and driver and an Ontario-sired horse, and yeah, I would say a combination. Sure.
I don't think they could do it wrong. I mean, it'd be cool if it was drivers. I mean, that would be cool. But horses that'd be pretty awesome too. To see the best from each country go at it. But trainers, yeah, anyone. I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be cool just to have it in the Olympics. Wouldn't matter what format they use.
Well, I think it would be a combination. You know, the three. You know, like get the best drivers, the best trainers, and the best horse. You know, and I think we would do real good.